Alright guys, I've got to disassemble a little bit more. The valve cover off, the carburetor, the throttle mechanism. I'm going to leave the governor on while I clean it, just because I don't want to have to re-time it. And I was suspicious of maybe this valve cover, because that's a crankcase vent. It's over here. Maybe this is dirty. It's got like a little tiny hole there. I'm going to clean this. Clean up all these parts. They're really gross. These poor things have been blowing oil really bad. There's the air filter. Here's a little side cover. Here's a little baby crank. It's like in really good condition. No, that's not helping. This thing's so greasy. I'm going to use, I got a tub here of soapy water. Yay! I'm going to stick everything in that, and I'll come back when, I shouldn't have done that, now my hand's all wet. Come back when everything's clean. Okay, it's all clean. Crankcase, the head, piston. That valve cover gasket clean. I mean, there was 2 holes there, not 1. But we'll set you up here and talk about some of the stuff that I plan on doing. Okay. Yeah, you saw the tub. I had to put all this stuff through hot soapy water. Got it nice and clean, degreased. I mean, there's still some staining, but you know, I was trying to get all the, you know, all the oil that this thing blew out of here. It just covered everything, and it, you know, so I wasn't trying to make it look cool. But yeah, I don't think I explained very well what it was doing exactly. So you would be driving it around and it would make a funny sound out from underneath the flywheel, like a burbly sound. And we used to joke about it. And one day, the sound got really bad when one of the kids was riding it, and then it just like vomited a whole bunch of oil, like all over everywhere. So I wasn't, you know, I didn't see it happen. I kind of assumed the worst. So that's why I took it off the bike, so I could take it completely apart and see what happened. I thought it was something really bad happened, with like broken case or something. I don't know. But turns out it was just this little seal. You get a part number on that thing? Maybe. But I could, I looked up online on eBay, there, get a kit for both of them. It's like $6 or $8, free shipping. But I'm going to do something different. I got this stuff, you guys seen this stuff? It says it's for gas and oil. I'm just going to put a little tiny bit on the outside of the seal. And just, I mean, not a lot. I'm not trying to seal anything. I'm just trying to just kind of glue it in. Not a lot. Let me use this little. zip tie piece here to spread it out. You know what? Oh, there's a loogie right there on the cam. That's like a little layer all the way around the outside edge. Because this, it presses in so easy too. I mean, most of the time you're supposed to kind of almost hammer them in. That's what I did there. Ooh, that seal's all in the cam. I have to re-clean that. I think it'll keep it from popping out. I think it just worked out. You know, I'm curious. Even the new one, you know, is kind of, they're not very tight. So I think this is a good solution. All right, give you a look at that. I don't know, how can you see that? A little bit of glue on the outside, but it's fine. Well, I'm going to let it dry overnight. It says 10 hours or something, so I'll pick this up in the morning. Difference here. This is the little Baja piston. It's not getting a good comparison. This is a Predator piston. 6.5 horsepower, 212 Predator. It might not be a Predator, but it's a Honda clone. Similar. It's just a lot bigger. Alright. It's well actually it's 2 days later. That is dry. I'm convinced. And oh yeah, I want to show you something. I got that 5-horse Briggs on my, I think this is an old Fox Campus. That's what I keep calling it. But it's on there. It kind of smokes a little bit, but it's an old engine, and I imagine it's the valves. I never messed with the valves. I don't know how you could get, there's no valve guides in these little motors, so. But it's together, we've been riding it. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this thing all back together, but I think I'm going to time lapse it. Here's my ring compressor. It's just one hose clamp this time. Yeah, I got everything ready to go, and I'll set you up, and we'll put this thing together. Okay, put together pretty smoothly. I need to put oil in it still. This is 1030. There's a little bit of hyperlube in here. I like this stuff. Convenient way to add to a tiny motor. So, woo! I'll fill this thing up, and I think I'm going to set this up outside and try to start it out there This exhaust that I have is just a straight pipe and it's super loud. So I'm going to go outside and do that. Does anybody recognize this little bottle? Who uses this? It's full of gasoline. Got to clamp down this little stool. We'll put some gas right here in the fill up the carburetor. I think that'll do it. Alright, and this is a moment of truth. Choke on. Feels good. Choke off. Huh. Well, let me get a socket. I want to squirt a little gas down in the spark plug. Get the plug out. Squirt a little bit down there. If it doesn't start this time, I'm going to check for spark. I may have gapped the coil too. I used a piece of cardstock. Well, it's hard to tell in the time lapse, but it's one of them solar glasses. Do what you gotta do. Choke off. Give it a little bit. We need to give it some throttle. Huh. I didn't expect that. I thought it would just start right up. I'll put the choke on again. Oh, maybe I'm giving up too soon. Let's see. A little gas. Huh. Well, it runs. That was pretty good. Let's see if I can get it run a little longer. This could be a carburetor problem. I never did open that, but it was working fine when I pulled it apart. I don't know. See the governor working. Huh, doesn't want to idle. Didn't even smoke or nothing. I get all that oil. Oh, well. Huh. I'm gonna tinker with it and I'll come back when I got it idling. Idling. I put a little bit of fuel line and got a little more gas in there. Pretty good. Not making that burbling sound. Oh, there he died. Still cold. All right, on. Well, this was a success. Let's go back in here. Well, I was thinking about putting that on that mini bike, but I'm not sure now. Oh, I can show you something in here. I'll grab a light. I got a couple other little projects on the side of this shop here. Kind of dark, so bear with me. But there's a little electric scooter underneath all this stuff. See that? It's kind of neat. It's got 2 tires on the back and suspension, a bicycle on top of it. Huh. Ooh. I thought it'd be cool. I might put this motor on that, but it seems to be running good. I'm sweating. Looks bad. Shiny. So, if you like this kind of thing, give me a sub. It's a nice day today. Beautiful. So, look forward to something in the next one. Take her easy.